Good morning, Bully World. We're back at it again. It's kind of early right now. I'm just out with Daisy. And once again, she's a NOE production by the way of Too Cool and Baby Zena. I think this was their first litter. Shout out to Fred from NOE Bullies. This was their first litter. Their first litter. Zena's first. And this is one of the females from the litter. And now she's up. She's with me, and I want to kind of go back to how she came available, or how God was working to get me what I wanted. You know, it's a long story, but I'm gonna try to shorten it up. First of all, I started out with my first bully. That was Dustin, and I was on YouTube looking around for information on what I should look for, and tips into picking a good dog. So, in the process of me doing my research, once I got my first bully, and I was kind of lucky because I really didn't know a whole lot about his stock, and I didn't know a whole lot about the history of his dogs. So I just stepped out on faith. And so, same way I stepped out on faith, I end up getting an opportunity to get this beautiful girl. Right now she's 1 year old, and I'm working with her. If it's windy, you may not be able to hear what I'm saying. But she came available through me doing research, and I guess somebody else was looking out for me too. I think it was maybe after a year I had Dustin that I still looking, checking out Tide program, and I think it was Hollywood. It was Hollywood that was the dog that I was so fascinated by. How he was able, I think it was a picture that Ty had, they were in a tree. And I was just thinking, like, I was wondering, how did he get him in the tree and was able to take that picture? Now, he has amazing talent too. And Ty has a gift to be able to, do what he does with those dogs. God has blessed him. Well, back to my story. Through following him, and I saw the dog, and I just knew I wanted some of the hurricane blood. And not even knowing Fred, I guess he was looking at Ty's program as well, and the qualities of and the foundation of his his program is similar to what I wanted, in his vision. All our visions are, the three of our visions are pretty much similar. But my reason was, for my first bullet, wanting to recreate him. And through doing research, I know it takes time. But who would I want to incorporate his blood with was a hurricane. So I think I left maybe a comment, and after I talked to Ty, I talked to him on the phone for a good minute. And I told him, like, I don't know if I told him during that conversation that one day I was gonna get one of his dogs or some of his bloodline one day. And that one day came after Fred, he must have seen the same quote, comment, or whatever, and saw me looking at the same thing he had been looking at. And he told me to, subscribe. But I'd never subscribed to his channel, but I had seen his dogs, and I seen that litter. And there was one dog that, kind of was different from all the rest of them. And it was this dog, which is Daisy. And from there, I started looking and looking closer. And you know what? He called, or I think he sent me a message or whatever, and he said she's available. And the deal, was really good for something I had already been looking at and already put my eyes on. And of course she from the hurricane blood. So that's how she came about. I prayed, and that was my word that I would get some of his blood. And the opportunity came. That was that opportunity, and I took advantage of it. And I went with it because the fact that I had prayed for it, and I had to go for it. God had gave me that blessing. He gave me the opportunity. That was the answer right there. That's what I was. That's all I needed. Of course, my wife, she really didn't understand why I chose this dog, because at the time it probably wasn't the perfect time for it. But when God does something for you, you gotta take advantage of it. And she's coming along real nice here, and sometime in the future, she'll be something in this program. And so everybody has their whys, and it's just a little bit of my story of how Daisy came available, and she ended up, in a very good home, in a nice situation, and over the time, you know, everybody's opened up to her in the family, and you can see her blossom. She's a pretty thick, little compact girl. I mean, if you look at, if you've seen Xena, or if you look back in some of Fred's videos or whatever, when he had the girls out, I want to say she was one of the biggest, the bigger males, but it didn't always start out that way. From the start, she wasn't, but I guess she caught up, and look at her now. She don't really like the leash. I'm trying to get her into the leash thing, but I mean that's my story, boy. Well, this is Daisy, and that's real, true story. I mean, it could have been a whole lot longer. It is getting kind of long, this video, but I just want to say thank y'all for taking the time to come to this page, and if you like, you know, check that block. It says like, and if you don't, that's fine. I still got love for you, and just get ready for, you know, something that's coming about. Shout out to Fred, shout out to Ty, shout out to my man Pedro, Brian, you know, all you guys out there, you know, understand the struggle. Thompsons, Terrell, you know what it's like when you got a love for something, and you know it just kind of, it's still going. That fire's still burning. And with that, I'm gonna cut this video short. Say bye, Daisy. 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 Say bye.